Hello everyone, welcome to another Lumiapedia. I'm Cross, your English Eternal Return caster, and today I'm back to introduce Eternal Return's newest character, NiaH. NiaH truly loves games. She deals massive damage through her skill combos, then uses the stack she gets from hitting enemies to gain the upper hand in battle. To get the most out of NiaH, it's important to not only manage your skills well, but also land clean skill shots to deal consecutive damage and maintain your stacks. Let's take a look at her skills. The kit consists of her Q, arcade drop, W, point sync, E, 1-up, R, NiaH's game world, and her passive, KO. Whenever NiaH's basic attacks or skills deal damage to an enemy, she applies a stack of KO and stores a portion of the damage dealt. If the stored damage from the KO stack exceeds the target's combined HP and shield when applied, the enemy is executed. To stack KO and get the most out of it, NiaH must deal consecutive damage with skills or basic attacks. This will help her execute enemies when their HP is low. The more she stacks, the wider her execution range gets. Q, arcade drop. NiaH drops an arcade block at the targeted location, doing skill damage and reducing the cooldown of point sync. Arcade blocks are pulled toward the location of a placed point sync, dealing skill damage and slowing enemies along its path. If a moving arcade block hits an enemy, the cooldown of arcade drop is reduced. Thanks to its short cooldown, arcade drop is NiaH's core skill to deal consecutive damage to enemies. When used with point sync, it triggers bonus effects and extra damage. So it's important to land the skill in a way that lets you follow up a point sync, keeping the arcade block's position in mind. W, point sync. NiaH installs a point sync at the targeted location, dealing skill damage and pulling enemies in the area toward the center. When an arcade block reaches the place point sync, it deals true damage in the area and removes the arcade block. Point sync is NiaH's most important skill. After placing it, and while it lasts, it pulls in nearby arcade blocks as well as any newly placed ones, dealing damage to enemies in their path. So you have to make sure to place it in the right location to maximize damage dealt while pulling in as many blocks as possible. E, 1-up. NiaH applies a 1-up buff onto herself. While 1-up is active and she takes lethal damage, she enters a state where she does not die and recovers HP. After the recovery is complete, her movement speed is increased. This skill helps NiaH with her limited survivability. When used to dodge a fatal enemy attack, it triggers an effect that significantly increases her chances of surviving the situation. While it's tricky to pull off, it's crucial to outsmart your opponent and trigger the effect when you can. R, NiaH's game world. Passive. Whenever NiaH deals skill damage to enemy characters, she gains battery stacks. When she casts NiaH's game world, she gains a shield based on her battery stacks and consumes all of them. NiaH manifests a game world in front of her, entering a channeling state with crowd control immunity. Enemies that cross its edge are stunned. Each time NiaH deals skill damage to enemies inside the game world, its duration is extended. Repeated hits trigger additional skill damage for all enemies within the game world. This skill allows NiaH to focus on using her abilities while being immune to all crowd control effects for an extended period. By setting up arcade blocks in advance and using point sync with NiaH's game world, you can deal unexpected damage in critical moments. It also helps block enemy entry and escape for a short time, making it a powerful tool for controlling and overpowering your opponents. NiaH, our latest test subject, controls reality like it's a video game. Will the gaming prodigy become the ultimate survivor on Lumia Island as well? Find out on May 15th. That was it for NiaH's Lumiapedia. I'm Cross, and I'll see you all next time.